I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 2. I'm gonna ruin your whole childhood part 3. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 4. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 5. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 6.
Why, hello there, Robin. It's very nice to have you as our new neighbor. I'm the professor.
Yeah, he made us in his laboratory by accident.
Well, what can I say?
Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident, too.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 7. This one's really gonna get you. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 8. Alright guys, so there's this one scene in Cars where rookie Lightning McQueen wins a race and his biggest fans, Mia and Tia, come up and they flash their headlights at him. Do you guys get it? They're literally flashing him after he wins a race. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 9. Alright guys, so in the movie Monsters Incorporated, there's this one part where Sully enters Boo's room and there's this one very adult looking drawing. Alright guys, if you look closer, you'll see this drawing in Boo's room on the wall. Disney, what's up with this? I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 10. Alright, there's this scene in Spongebob where he's blowing up these things, and there's just, I'm gonna pause it for you guys, but what does that look like to you guys? Not very children friendly, Spongebob, what's up with that? I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 11. Alright guys, in the movie The Road to El Dorado, there's one scene that's absolutely weird. And it's between Thule and Chell, where, they were kissing, quote unquote, but for some reason, if you guys can see, I'm gonna slow it down, her head is way lower than his head. That definitely doesn't look like kissing to me. What's up with that? I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 12. Alright guys, so in the show The Amazing World of Gumball, there's one scene where Gumball is stumbling through Banana Joe's house and he sees this, which if you look really closely, it is an orange getting opened from the middle. So basically it's a fruit watching another fruit get manhandled. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 13. Carl died in the beginning of the movie Up, and Russell is his guardian angel, trying to help him cross into heaven. Maybe that's why he had dreams of all of his memories with his wife. But what if Russell isn't just any guardian angel? What if he's Carl and Ellie's miscarried kid? Russell wasn't trying to earn a badge, he was trying to earn his wings. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 14. I'm gonna ruin iCarly and Drake and Josh for you forever. Crazy Steve from Drake and Josh is actually Spencer Shay from iCarly. Crazy Steve actually killed Drake and Josh. Then he kidnapped Megan, moved to Seattle, like they live in iCarly, and he forced her to act normal, but she started the web show iCarly to try to alert the police. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 15. Alright guys, in one scene of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, there's this scene right here where it shows all the presidents on Mount Rushmore getting pied in the face. But have you noticed what happens to Abraham Lincoln? If you look really, really closely, the other 3 presidents get pied in the face, but Abraham Lincoln gets pied in the back of the head, just like how he got assassinated in real life. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 16! So in the beginning of the movie Shrek, you have these 3 bears caged up. You have Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. Then later on in the movie, you only see Papa Bear and Baby Bear next to this fire. Where's Mama Bear, you may ask? Later on in the movie, it shows you that Farquaad actually turned Mama Bear into a rug. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 17, baby! Every character in SpongeBob represents one of the 7 deadly sins. SpongeBob is lust. Lust is an extreme love and happiness towards everything. Patrick is the sloth, which is an intense laziness with no desire to work. Squidward is wrath, which is an intense anger and hatred towards everything. No surprise on this one, but Mr. Krabs is greed, which is an extreme selfish desire for something. Sandy is pride, which is an intense need to win and be the best. No surprise here either, but Plankton is envy, which is a heavy desire to have what someone else has. Gary is gluttony, which is excess in eating. SpongeBob is a lot deeper than we all thought. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 18. Peter Pan was a deranged psychopath who tricked and trapped little kids in Neverland. He killed them after they grew up, which is why they could never leave as adults. But Captain Hook actually escaped Neverland as an adult, which explains why Peter Pan attacked Hook and fed his arm to a crocodile. So that means this whole time, Peter Pan was actually the bad guy. What? Pretty cool! I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 19, baby! Jessie's previous owner that abandoned her was actually Andy's mom. Watch this. So in the movie Toy Story 2, we meet Jessie. After years of being left in a dark box, she's basically prone to panic attacks. But the real question is, who left her there? It's pretty safe to say that it was basically Andy's toy abandoning mother. Here's some proof. Throughout all the movies, Andy is seen wearing the same hat Jessie wears. In Jessie's backstory, we see Jessie laying on a bed here next to the same exact hat. And then later on, we see this scene right here with this little girl running with the hat. That little girl is Andy's mom. It's safe to say that Andy's mom passed down her hat because she gave away Jessie, but she didn't want to give away everything. So then she handed down the hat to Andy, and that's where he got the hat from. Also, in the last scene when they're dropping off Jessie, the little girl's mom looks exactly like Andy's mom as well. Pretty cool! I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 20. Linda plus Lawrence equals Ferb, and Doofenshmirtz and Linda equals Phineas, and then that means... I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 21. Alright guys, so in the show Victorious, there's one very, very weird scene. It takes place between Kat and Robbie. Now watch this.
Sure wish you'd die.
Hey, looky what I got.
Oh, I don't want to see that thing again. Put it away.
Robbie comes in the room and says, looky what I got. She goes, I don't want to see that thing again. Put it away. Does that mean Robbie flashed her before? What? Pretty cool! I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 22. The Disney movie Tangled predicted us getting quarantined because of the coronavirus. Hear me out. In the movie Tangled, Rapunzel is quarantined and locked away in this tower. Now, how does this tie into the coronavirus, you may ask? So, Corona is the name of the kingdom where she was born and which she was forced to social distance herself from. So, Rapunzel was being quarantined from Corona. So, the movie Tangled actually predicted us getting quarantined because of the coronavirus. Mind is blown. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 23.
Gary! I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
SpongeBob was basically watching PORN. You nasty ass. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 24. So we all love and remember Mr. Mose. I'm gonna ruin your childhood part 25. So everyone remembers Max from The Wizards of Waverly Place, right? Well, after Disney, he had some struggles. In 2014, he had a huge meltdown backstage at the Teen Choice Awards. A bunch of witnesses claimed that he yelled at a worker because the worker didn't know who he was. And he got so bad he even threw things at a staffer and stormed off. But it gets way worse. A couple years later, he was involved in a 4-car hit and run. His car smashed into 3 parked cars. and the other people in the car with him threw a bottle of vodka out the car. So what did him and his amazing friends do after they hit 3 parked cars? They got out of their car and called an Uber and left. Yeah, that's right. They literally left their crashed car just there. They just left it. Oh, and to make matters worse, he also got arrested for drunk driving a little after that too. He faces up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine if he's convicted. Pretty cool! I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 26. We all remember this guy from Ice Age The Meltdown, right? I don't know if you guys ever noticed this before, but he has a straw in his nose. And with everything going on now with plastic straws and sea turtles, did Ice Age predict the future? Pretty cool! I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 27. Dr. Seuss was racist and abused his wife, who actually later on ended up killing herself. Walt Disney didn't like Jewish people and also abused women and also was racist. The man that voiced Elmo, Kevin Clash, was actually a predator who targeted minors. The lion costume from The Wizard of Oz was actually made of real lions. And Mr. Mosby, Phil Lewis, actually killed someone, a 21-year-old girl, while driving intoxicated. Pretty cool! I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 28. Keep up, this goes quick. In one episode of the Rugrats, Angelica's giving that slappy-toppy. She getting real down and funky. Yo, Angelica way down there. She's going all the way deep, though. What the hell? Look at that. Ooh. Yo, Angelica, come on. Slide over here, though. Angelica, yo, slide over here. Slide over here. So this is one scene in Tom and Jerry. Jerry really just spreads them cheeks. Gives Tom the business. Jerry has to finish. Tom is exhausted. And, yeah, that's the end, of my childhood. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo's getting a handful of booby. He's going all in. He's just grabbing the whole tit. Like, what? How is this allowed? Yo, this licky tongue about to do the work. She is ready. And keep in mind, this was in a kid's show. She about to get the licky tongue of her life, though. Pretty cool. I'm gonna ruin your childhood, part 29. Starting it all off, we're starting off with the show Dexter's Laboratory. There's one scene that you'll be like, wait, what? How did I not notice this before? There's this one episode right here where this thick woman bends over and you see Dad's trophy right all over her booty. There's some creases there that I don't know if they're allowed in kids shows, but hello. Also found this one video of Donald Duck getting his butt explored by this long pole. Apparently Donald needed some help getting in that hole. In an episode of Tom and Jerry, Jerry's licking this very long-looking thing, and then Tom ends up covering him in frosting. I don't know how I feel about this. This one makes me die, but look at the placement of this crane on this transformer. My guy straight up like this. Pretty cool!